to the final lap guide of this season for season 18 of Wheel to Wheel. So good luck to all those people competing in championships this season. But here we have it at Sainte Croix C in the BMW. So let's hop on board and I'll show you how we do it. Alright, so turn 1 isn't much of a turn, but we'll call it turn 1 needless. So let's tuck it left. And then you're looking at just after the 150 metre board. Hard on the brakes. Down in the first gear, up in the second at the apex. Careful of your throttle application. You want a good run down this second straight. Going through the gears. And as you come up to what we'll call turn 3, so just before the 100 metre board, so about 120 metres, so on the brakes about here, hard on the brakes, down in the first gear, again at the apex, up in the second gear, careful of your throttle application, you don't want to get wheel spin here, get it tucked over to the right, and you're looking for, just as this darker patch is happening over on the left on the road there, the resurface bit, so little dab of the brakes, down a gear, up a gear, get that rotation and throttle going. Keep the car tucked right for this bit, and what you want to do here is kind of towards the end of this curb. That's when you want to kind of start to open up your steering and get it drifting out towards the left hand side, but careful of your brake here, just 50-60% down in the second gear. There is an apex there somewhere, up in the third gear to get rotation, so yeah. Just keep the flow going through here. That's mainly this track is all about flow. So just before the 100 metre board, hard on the brakes, trail it off in the second, and up in the third, keep that momentum going mid-corner speed up, keep it in third gear, and then I don't really have a marker, but say the two big trees on the right there. Again, on the brakes for just a little bit, down second, up into third for rotation. Get that good traction out of there. I like to drift over a little bit to just open this corner up, and then yeah, get it tucked over to the right as much as you can. Depending on the car, you're looking just before the ambulance here on the right. So thanks for the emergency workers for Sainte Croix, but yeah, hard on the brakes. Then in the second gear, I don't like to abuse these curbs on the left and this coming couple of corners. It seems to unsettle a few cars, so just be careful of your own car depending on what GR3 you got here. But yeah, the third, you get a good drive out of here. Probably don't need to go this far left, but I like to get it left to open up this corner, so I cracked the fifth here to give me just that little bit of rotation, which helps open up the next left kink. So this right, left, right is all about keeping momentum up, but not abusing your tyres here, because yeah, you'll need those. So just before you go to the left is when I start to transition to the brake. Not too much again, you don't want to lock up. Keep the car steady. Don't go too far right here. You want to open up this corner onto the bridge again, leading up to another straight. You want the to make up the time on the straight. So as you'll see here, it's a bit bumpy. You can get on the curb a little bit, but what I like to do, especially in the BMW, you'll see I'm going up in a third just to keep the rear-wheel drive traction under control. But there's a bump right here in the middle, so I like to go 3/4 throttle. And once you cleared this bump right here, you know you're going to get good traction on full throttle, and you'll see it throughout the race. I dare say you'll definitely see it once or twice. People will hit that wall there, so just be careful of your car positioning here, leading onto the bridge. Say hello to the helicopter. Get it tucked over to the right. I use this white triangle on the road just in front of me here as the braking zone. So on the brakes, trailer off in the second. You can go up gear early if you need be, but just nice on the traction there, the bump mid corner. And we come down the hill here. I'm using just before the again the resurfaced bit of road here, so a little bit of brake, not too much. Just getting it in, wait for your car, bring it on the throttle, and then once it starts to kind of go more of a rubbered up line here, it's generally the indication that you can get on it. So get on the power as early as you can depending on the car. And yeah, enjoy the straight that's longer than every straight on the game, I think. But yeah, in the wise words of Brutal, have a beer, get ready for the rest of the race track. So coming up to this corner here, so at the 150 meter board you want to get on the brakes, if not just before. So remember these are, well, 2 lap old softs, so I can go almost to the start of the curb, but yeah, hard on the brakes here, keep it to the left, as it's rub it in, turn in, to go to first and then up in the second to get that rotation. Careful of your throttle application here, bring it on, keep that momentum up, drift here towards the white lines, then get it tucked in on the left, still full throttle. Just after the curbing in to straighten up, you just need to back off the throttle here. You don't need to touch the brakes, maybe on old tyres, but just off the throttle. Get the car flowing in. Once you're probably just before the curbing starts, you know that you're gonna not want to steer too far wide, so you can get on the throttle again, keeping that mid corner speed up. And then yeah, just before the ambulance here on the right, on the brakes. Again, not too hard. You don't want the understeer, so careful with the throttle application here. I managed to get that good so you can keep the flow on, otherwise you can run wide to the left there. And then as the curbing starting on the left, or just before, on the brakes slightly. This is one of those harder corners because it's turning all the way for you, even in the braking zone. So 50% brake, trailing off, up second into third. Careful with your throttle, you're coming towards the end of the lap now. Get it over to the right, don't really have a brake zone here, but essentially once you get over to the right, little dab with the brakes again, not too hard. And then make sure you focus on a good run out of here. Don't go too wide there. And there you have it. That's a lap around Sainte Croix. So that's a 325.4. Dare I say it, there's probably going to be a few tenths definitely in that. But yeah, great season everyone. I'll put the sector splits up. If you can like and subscribe to the channels, that'd be greatly appreciated. Again, good luck for the final race of the season. If you guys want to see daily race, or like the dailies, lap guides throughout the summer break or the Christmas break, let me know. But yeah, we'll go back for a lap without me talking, and yeah, again, good luck. Cheers everyone.